Okay, Torah concept in the New Testament, let us lay aside every weight. Okay, so the Torah contains rich thematic parallels to this exhortation in Hebrews 12, verse 1, to lay aside every weight. While the New Testament frames this as a shedding hindrances to spiritual endurance, the Torah embeds this principle in laws and narratives that call for purity, separation, and removal of burdens that obstruct covenantal obedience and holiness. So the Torah parallels to laying aside every weight. First example, unleavened bread. We read in Exodus 12:15. It says, 7 days ye shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day ye shall remove leaven out of your houses. Okay, so leaven, chametz, symbolizes a corruption, a pride, and spiritual baggage. The removal of leaven before Passover is a physical act of laying aside what defiles, a direct parallel to shedding spiritual weight. The Yom Kippur is another one in Leviticus 16, verse 29 to 30. The Day of Atonement is a national purging, a laying aside of sin and guilt. The high priest removes impurity from the camp through ritual and intercession. Okay, remember the scapegoat? Okay, so next example, Purification Laws, Leviticus 11 through 15. These chapters detail how to remove ritual impurity. It's like skin diseases, bodily emissions, etc. Though physical, they symbolize the need to shed what contaminates spiritually and communally. Idolatry Purge. Okay, purging idolatry. Okay, so this is another example. Deuteronomy 7, 25 to 26. Israel is commanded to destroy idols, reject anything that defiles, and this is a radical laying aside of spiritual weight, cultural, emotional, material, and so forth. Next is garment laws in Deuteronomy 22, verse 11, symbolic of separation and purity, not mixing what is incompatible. Spiritually, this reflects a call to remove entanglements that hinder holiness. Hebrews 12:1 urges believers to lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily entangles. Okay, so the Torah parallels this through physical purging, leaven, impurity, idols, ritual separation, garments, clean, unclean foods, so forth, and covenantal cleansing like Yom Kippur, sacrificial system. And in both the New Testament and the Torah, laying aside burdens is essential for walking in obedience, purity, and endurance. Note, this is how the author of the book of Hebrews taught Torah. The Torah has not passed away.